Happy New Year, my peoples. Happy New Year. Just been getting my affairs in order, getting my mindset ready for this new year. It's just another day, you know what I'm saying, another dollar to me. It's all about the mindset. It's all about redirecting and refocusing. Every year I have a different mantra, a different, title to keep my mind stayed and focused on what I'm trying to achieve. And today I'm just going to share with you which is just real simple, but it's compact. It's very powerful. It's stick to your kind and stay in your lane. Now we know, according to the good book, the Bible, when God told Noah to build an ark, he put them on the boat according to their kind. And to me, there's only two types of people in the world, and then there's subsidiaries of. You got cool and you got uncool. Now, when you look at the binary code of like coding and computer technology and whatnot, it's 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. It's binary. Which one are you? Are you cool, meaning a 1, or are you uncool, which makes you a 0? If you are a 1, then stick with your 1s. If you are a 0, then you gotta stick with your 0s. You really don't have a choice if you're a 0, because those of us that are 1s, when we see that you are a 0, we're gonna run for our goddamn life. It's 2021, and we in it for the W. We wanna win. We've learned, we've been through a lot, and now it's time to implement the lessons learned. And as far as me and mine, zero tolerance for the monkey shit. If you ain't trying to better yourself, if you aren't optimistic and enthusiastic about where you at, where you're going, then I don't need to talk to you for too long. I talk to you real short. Yeah, the store is up the street, around the corner, motherfucker. Keep it real simple, keep it real brief, because energies rub off on each other. Evil communication corrupt good manners. Meaning, if you hanging around a 0 and you're a 1, and if you're not careful, that 0 is going to pull you. If you're a 1 and you're trying to help a 0 become a 1, and you're not successful, you'll find yourself becoming a 0. You become enthusiastic. You become pessimistic. You become judgmental. Woe is me mentality. Your mindset, your energy, your outlook on life has to be protected at all times. This is serious business. This ain't no play year. No year has been a play year. But let's call it like it is for this year. That this is zero tolerance for the monkey shit. I ain't got time to walk you through it. The blueprints have been laid. And through your actions, we can tell what choice you made. One of my peoples rolled past. Now, them some 0s right there. As you can see, they got a hunk and back to my one up top behavior. Shout out to all the subscribers. I see the comments. I appreciate the love. Keeps me motivated to keep on going and giving you this up top mindset and just this philosophy of just betterment, empowerment, and just good times, good vibes. It's been about It's been about 3 weeks, 2 weeks since I started smoking the bag. Still got my blacks, but like I was telling my friend, I told him about a week ago that I had stopped smoking, and he was like, "Oh man, congratulations, do your thing." You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, I started smoking cigarettes. I know what you're gonna say. You still smoking blacks, but hey, you know what I'm saying? One thing at a time, and this too shall pass. But back to my friend. After telling him a week ago that I had stopped smoking weed and shit, maybe like 2-3 days later, you know what I'm saying, I pulled up on the strip and everybody was out there, all my niggas and, my friends and, my people I vibe with. He ran up to the car like, my nigga, I know you gonna fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Had a bag of that gelato and shit. And I was like, oh man, I started smoking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put it up to my nose and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it smelled like that thing. But my mindset, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no peer pressure over here. I'm grown than a bitch. I do what I want to do. If I do it, I do it. And if I'm done doing what I was doing, then you gotta reintroduce them to the new you. You gotta stand firm on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he meant nothing malicious about it, or maybe he did, but I'd say that he didn't. He just forgot. But some people don't forget. Some people don't want to see you doing better. They don't want to see you exercising your willpower. For 2021, it's all about exercising your willpower. Doing what you want to do, doing what you said you were going to do, and just being up top and straightforward about exactly that. Standing behind and putting action behind your words. That's what makes you, I tell people all the time that, have quarrels with people and how people interact with them and whatnot. And I tell them a stock answer a lot of times. People aren't going to take you seriously until you first take yourself seriously. If you forever, like my one guy, it's been about 3 or 4 birthdays. Every birthday, every time his birthday come up, he gonna stop drinking. It's like the boy who cried, "I'ma stop being an alcoholic." You know what I'm saying? And every year he says it, and he don't even make it a week. And he wonder why people treat him the way that they treating him. It's because you're a joke to them. And I'm sure you're not a joke to yourself, because every man's ways is right in his own eyes. But he can't connect the dots of why he's being treated in such a poor manner or in a way that he doesn't like. But I tell him it's because of you, my guy. It's because of you. It's because of how you portray yourself, your demonstration about yourself. You don't keep yourself up. You don't make a lot of sense when you talk. Of course, because most of the time you're drunk and you're talking a whole bunch of drunk babbling bullshit. And it's funny for a time, but then it gets real sad. And you ain't got to be no alcoholic. You can just be a very gossipy, busybody type person. You know him. Every time you see him, oh, my nigga, guess what? Woo 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 woo. Like, man, I ain't even trying to hear all that. It does something to my spirit when people come up to me with all that gossip and nonsense. Because you know how the old saying go, if you gonna goddamn run and tell me about another motherfucker, you gonna run to another motherfucker and start talking that same raggedy bullshit about me. I mean, your words don't mean shit to me. It don't pay no bills or nothing. But I don't need to be around such people. Back in the days, when the hookers and the streetwalkers used to be out and shit, your mom and your big mom and them used to grab your hand and they were shunned and, point at them like don't you be like that person. Of course, times has changed, shit. Some of the goddamn biggest hoes is now goddamn pop stars, rap stars and Instagram models and, they getting real money. And shit, shout out to you, man. Shit, whatever goddamn You want to do shit, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't per se affect me, but it affects the whole environment and the game shift on what's acceptable. You know, the good book tells you how what's right gonna be considered wrong, and what's wrong is gonna be considered right. And it's on the individual, it's on you to stand on what you know is right. Your own personal conscience, not contradicting itself, not being sorrowful or ashamed of anything you do, because whatever you're doing is what you want to do. Own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Accountability. Don't be no fickle person out here. You gonna be a zero your whole goddamn life, or you gonna goddamn cross over and be a one, my guy, my beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours, truly. God gave you this beautiful life, and live it to the best of your abilities. And even stretch and go beyond your abilities. You might surprise yourself. I'm thinking in my head of this one woman that started her beauty line, and she made $1 million in one day. Now that's serious paper. It's 365 days in a year. Shoot. She got the goddamn probability and the likelihood of pulling down 365 M's in 1 year's time by going full throttle and pushing it to the max. You got to be able to put yourself out there. You got to be able to go for your dreams. It's never too late. It's never too late to goddamn say, you know what? I've been procrastinating with this thing for 8 years. God then gave you an excellent model or blueprint to a business or to a clothing line, or starting that corner store, that daycare, whatever it is. I say go for it, man. Drop your nuts on it, figuratively speaking. If you're a woman, you know what I mean. Go for bro. You know what I'm saying? Go for bro, like the boy, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You can take gold nuggets and you can get energy from a lot of different angles if you got an eye to see. If you're already an entrepreneur and a creative person, you can pull goddamn enthusiasm and mindsets and lessons from damn near anywhere. A TV show, a bum in front of the goddamn gas station. I remember a vagabond in front of the goddamn gas station told my ass, he was like, man, with all this money goddamn every day being transferred, wired, transactions happening throughout the globe, you mean to tell me you ain't got nothing? He didn't realize he was kind of talking about himself, but I didn't take it like that, excuse me. I was just like, you know, I was tweaking on that thing for like 2 weeks. Put a little hustle muscle, a little extra little energy pack in my back, and goddamn, I got to moving around and doing more things and getting involved in a lot of, you know what I'm saying, things that I myself was procrastinating on. For the 2020, I called it was going to be a good year. And everybody was like, man, 2020 was a bad year, man. It's all about your outlook. 2020 was bad for a lot of reasons, but it was also a good year. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people found themselves. A lot of people came to the realization of what's real and what's fake. The people around them that's real and that were fake. And it's a beautiful thing. Give me all the smoke. I would rather know than not know who's for me and who's against me. What is beneficial to me and what I've been doing to and for myself that doesn't seem to be getting me nothing but woes and sorrow. I'm not with the negative nonsense. I'm all about progression. I'm all about good times and good vibes. Stick to your kind and stay in your lane, because a lame motherfucker can't understand a cool concept. It's going to go straight over their head. They're going to misunderstand it. And then they're going to come at you like the Bible say. Don't cast your pearls before swine. Because they going to trample over the pearls, that good little knowledge or that good insight you done gave them. And then they going to start to come and try to devour you. You give a wise man counsel, he going to thank you for it. He going to apply it and he going to be a better man. You get that fool, that goddamn knowledge, he going to not even take the knowledge. And on top of it, he going to goddamn find some kind of way to add some bullshit into your life. They can't help themselves. That's just what it is. So avoid them kind of people at all times. Avoid them at all. Stick to your kind, man. Stick to your kind and stay in your lane. It'll save you a lot of woes. It'll save you a lot of pain and heartache, and possibly save your life. A lot of people, like, they get money or they come across, you know what I'm saying, a lawsuit or business takeoff and whatnot, and they want to start hanging around what they consider other people that's just like them. But you don't know these people, and looks can be deceiving. A lot of people look like ones and are zeros, and a lot of people that you would think is a zero is actually a one. Stay mindful, keep your mind up, keep your energy up, keep your eyes goddamn looking to and fro, man, and trust your gut. Trust your gut. On this walk of up top and improvement, a lot of distractions is going to come your way. There's going to be a lot of instances where situations come up that's going to try to thwart you and try to sway you away from your destination. Don't allow it to be so. Stand firm. Stand on solid ground, flat-footed, and be blessed, my people. It's your boy Genius Star for a quick little video. Ghost.